Hey, I read the article about you in the pen down. You're one data-obsessed cat, man.
Well, you can never have too much data.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you came. Look, this Shep thing, it's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to need to put in some work to make sure it doesn't have a negative impact on the start of your career.
Okay, yeah, so just like work hard, play well, make people forget Shep ever existed.
Yes and no. Let's say we put you in the starting lineup tomorrow and you stumble a little bit. Normally, no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But 68% of our fans wanted Shep, and of that 68%, 95% have a highly unfavorable opinion of you.
Okay, so that's basically corporate speak for they hate my guts.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which means it becomes a story. Papers in this town are out for blood. I'm sure you saw the top take segment.
Oh, I did.
Okay, look, there's no reason to think that you're not going to take off right out of the gate. But any hiccup in your play, and we've got a distraction on our hands. It's bad for your growth, bad for team chemistry, and it makes Phil Boyer look bad.
Mm-hmm.
He stuck his neck out for you on draft night.
Okay, so what's the solution?
Glad you asked. We focus on the fan base, and we develop a strategy to win their affection.
Okay, it sounds like my playing time is based on what? If I can make the fans like me or not?
I know, it's ridiculous, but everything's connected.
Okay.
If we don't deal with this in a holistic manner, it could affect the bottom line. When the bottom line's affected, governors aren't happy. When the governors aren't happy, nobody's happy.
I just want to be a pillar in the community. So if we can make that happen as part of that, I'm in. I don't want to do a bunch of PR fluff, though.
Same page, 100%.
Okay.
And I've already talked to your team about all of this. Impressive group of people, by the way. And they're going to take the lead on it. But my door is always open.
Freddie, I really appreciate your transparency, man.
I'm just doing my job. Just doing my job. Believe me, it's an honor to work with someone as talented as UMP. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can accomplish together.
You're here nice and early. Love to see it.
Just doing my job, Coach.
Humble and hardworking. Both qualities we'd like to see in a draft pick. But you already knew that. Let me show you the locker room.
Let's do it.
So obviously you've seen one of these before. Nothing too unusual. Your locker's over there.
The one with my name on it, right?
Quick study. We put the starter's name on the whiteboard over here before every game. Coach likes to keep things regular, but obviously injuries happen. People perform or they don't, so it'll change from time to time.
All right, well, hopefully it changes sooner rather than later.
You keep doing the right things, you'll be there sooner than you think.
Hey, that's the plan.
All right, hey, come on, let me show you my office. Come on in.
Cool.
Now, I know you're anxious to find out how you're going to fit into the rotation.
Coach, man, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hyped, man. You got no idea.
Like I said, we wanted to see how you performed under pressure, so we put a lot of weight in your performance in the Summer League Championship.
Okay. Yeah, you were very clear about that.
Good. Now look, right now, based on what we saw in Summer League, we're going to start you off at the end of the bench. That'll allow you to build up your game slowly and steadily outside of the spotlight. But if you put in the work and show progress, your role will change.
I see.
I know this isn't what you wanted. But believe me, we don't see you as some fringe NBA player. You put in the work, show improvement in the minutes you do get, we'll ramp up your responsibilities.
I mean, me being the competitor that I am, I mean, it hurts, Coach. I can't even lie to you. You know, I never expected myself being some end-of-the-bench dude. But I promise you this, I will not let it affect my approach. I got you, Coach.
I get it, 100%. Honestly, I'd be concerned if you didn't feel that way. You want to make it here, you got to have a hunger to be the best.
I mean, if you're not competing to be the best here, what are we doing?
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Exactly. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to get dressed, you know where your locker is, and once you're ready to head to the court, it's the tunnel across from the locker room.
Welcome back to Expert Tips. I'm Mike Wang, Gameplay Director for NBA 2K, and today let's talk about defense in NBA 2K23. If you elevate your defense to elite status, you'll be able to neutralize the hottest scorers and be a real asset to your team. To guard the player closest to the ball, press the Swap Player button. If you want to guard a specific player, press the icon Swap bumper. and choose the players I.
The starting lineup for the visiting Oklahoma City Thunder. At power forward, Darius Baisley. Introducing the starting five for your Minnesota!
And it's our favorite day of the year at 2K Sports. At long last, and we have a minute to...
Thank you, BA. Well, tonight the debut for the 18th overall pick in the draft, MP. The pick was contested, to say the least, as the boos rained down on the rookie. But MP has vowed to win the fan.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Well, the fans were a bit brutal when MP was selected, Grant.
You know, BA, fans sometimes can get pretty emotional on draft night, but they took it to a whole nother level when MP was selected.
All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. Baisley down low with Holmgren. Josh Giddey out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. And for the Timberwolves, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Jalen Noel. And it's Edwards in at the 3, the small forward. And after a long offseason, NBA basketball is back. Doris, 2 of the best words in... Changes here for the Timberwolves. Anderson comes in for Rudy Gobert, and Prince is subbed in for Noel. Muscala against Anderson. MP, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Anthony Edwards.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
What do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
And the Thunder making a change here. Man's checked in.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Pokashevsky. A minute 53 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Man, guarded by Russell. Clock at 4. Here's MP. No good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Their first chance this season playing the Thunder.
Last season, this was a surprisingly difficult matchup for them. Lost every game against this team.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Minnesota in the lead. Anderson passes to Russell. Back to Anderson. Pass to Russell. Here's Towns. Goes up on the baseline. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Towns.
Big Cat with the assist.
Towns has got 4 assists now tonight. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. Well, we're starting to see the pieces fall into place in OKC. Their number 2 overall pick, Chet Holmgren, showing tremendous promise. And the chemistry he's developing with Josh Giddey and SGA makes them very, very intriguing.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Reed's checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Edwards. MP against McDaniels. Pass to Prince from outside the arc. He buries it from 3.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Pokashevsky. Now here's MP. Anderson pulls it down. Prince down low, working on Pokashevsky. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The line for Minnesota.
One of the hardest things to deal with Taurean Prince is trying to match his energy. This guy goes all out every time.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. MP outside. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 10. And the second quarter is on its way when we return.
Here they come, now headed to the floor.
And so far through one quarter, changes here for the Timberwolves. Anderson's checked in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Edwards in for Noel. Taking a look at the Thunder. Derek Favors out there with Mike Muscala. Then it's MP. Then there's Alexei Pokusevski. And it's Williams in at the shooting guard position.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, talent is one thing, but it's about the want to. Up big, but not settling. Continue to press the attack.
Williams' shot is good. Williams has got his first basket.
Really encouraging to see Derek Favors pass like that. You love seeing him make an effort to get his teammates involved.
Back to Russell. Pass to Anderson. The floater. The shot off that time. Hey, nice D from Muscala. Here's Favors. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Let's remember that Derek Favors is well over 250 pounds. This guy is a problem for the defense.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one misses.
Well, Derek Favors undoubtedly has turned himself into a dependable power forward, someone capable of averaging a double-double in the NBA.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to Reed. Outside, Russell. Over Williams. On the mark with the 15-footer. Russell's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Sometimes that mid-range has got to be in play. It will help unlock the three-point game. Boy, D'Angelo Russell, a three-level scorer.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns from Minnesota. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And McDaniels is subbed in for Edwards. Here's Mann. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Yeah, and despite being the youngest team in the league, the Thunder have been solid defensively the last couple years. A great sign going forward for this franchise.
To the inside, Reed. Basket's good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Offensive board. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Reed. 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for the Thunder, Mike Muscala. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And looking at this Oklahoma City roster, what makes them so good on D?
Whoa, they have loads of length. The Thunder have made a point to draft players with huge wingspans, making things difficult for opponents scoring-wise.
Here's Noel, covered by MP. Pass to McDaniels. Beyond the arc. Tries again. And it's rejected. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Towns. Pass to Noel. And there's a 3-second violation. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. The Thunder shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Timberwolves.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Karl Anthony Towns.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. MP is out there with Kenrich Williams. Then it's Mike Muscala. Then it's Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3-ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Pass to McLaughlin from the arc. Unable to get that one. Outside, Williams. MP. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
That one's off.
4th team foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City.
And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Here's McLaughlin.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Third personal foul.
First free throw is good.
Jordan McLaughlin.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 25. Only 2 seconds left in the 4th quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, I really liked how he found a rhythm out there from the 3-point line. He elevated his game with his efficient and timely shooting, which really helped his ball club tonight.
Oh, he's a crowd favorite. This building is never more alive than when he's at his best. And he was beyond at his best tonight. He had this place going crazy. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans.
Tough loss tonight, MP. I'm sure that's not how you wanted to.
The work I put in. I take my craft seriously, and I maximize.
There were a lot of